trying to do things that has not been done before. We are into animation, game design, visual effects, game programming. Other than 3D, most people actually don't understand or have limited awareness of what involves in basically visual effects, and we have been able to bring out a program which actually takes the student from the 2D stage to the 3D stage to the compositing stage and the final execution stage. Students come out with a short film. This is something that we learned looking at the international schools based in Canada and US, how they encourage the students to basically come up with their own concepts, their own ideas, and convert it into a short or into a joint group project. And that's how our first batch got finished. They came up with their own concepts, and we were able to showcase whatever capabilities the school had in teaching and basically understanding visual effects.
As of now, today, VFX has a very broader term, and most people expect VFX to be, just a little bit of animation into it and maybe some CG elements in it. But VFX is made up of lots of other elements, and animation is a part of VFX. Visual effects also has to have an artistic, should have an artistic skill set to be a VFX artist.
At Seamedu, we try to balance both art and technology, where pencil level work to the pixel level work, and then moving on to the composition level, where they will composite their own live action footage. Project level training covers different type of projects where students are covered with live action shooting on the sets of visual effects, where they require to take care of different elements which are very helpful while compositing their shots.
Now, visual effects is something which people should understand. It should be so natural that people could never understand that it was it there or was it never there. I mean, that's really important.
We were amongst the first schools to start game design in Pune. When we did that, we started, actually it wasn't game design, it was game art. It's been close to 5 years we've been working upon our game art program, and finally we were able to provide Pune's first game art program. The game art program progressed into becoming a game design program. We did a tie-up as knowledge partners with a company called Rollicule Games.
Game design is not defined properly when it comes to education in India. When you talk about game design, it is usually considered something that is related to what you see on the screen, the graphics part of it, the visual part of it. The game design is much more than that. The game design is very different from art. It has something to do with creating fun in the game. It is not about creating models, textures, colors, whatever you see in the game. That is the game art. The game design is about creating the fun. It is about making the players feel the game. It is about creating the experiences for the players. Even if you go into the market and buy a CD, that CD will be full of data. What I mean by data is models, textures, colors, programming, everything will be there on the CD. But unless and until you put that CD into a console and play the game, you won't be able to figure out whether the game is fun or not. That is about game design. It is about creating fun for the players. It is about creating experience for the players. Something that will make you come back for more again and again.
I was looking for an institution for game design course, and I searched the net, and that is how I came to know about Seamedu. During this program, I have learned various softwares, to use various softwares, basically softwares like Unreal Developers Kit and Maya, Photoshop, and how learning these softwares and actually practically implementing them.
I've taken game designing and game art over here because I've always had a interest or lust to know about game designing, how a game is made and what is there beyond it. I've learned all the game documentations, how game designing and what all things are needed when a game has to be made.
This year we're taking the next step. We're introducing game programming. We wanted to make our program, our game design program, into a game development program, and we have been able to do that. we will be the first to launch OpenGL programming in Pune, and not many people all across India doing what we are doing out there also.
Game programming is something that makes games different from the movies. When you go to watch any movie, what you see on the screen is what directors want you to see. When you play a game, every time you get a new story. So what makes games different from the movies? It is the ability of the games to interact with the players that allows you to get a new experience every time. So game programming is about adding interaction into the game. It is possible for you to fire a gun, to drive a car, or fly in the sky.
We have studied the fundamentals of game designing, things like MDA, FADT, which are fundamental design tools. And now that we are working on this board game, we are actually practically implementing these tools to make a successful game. We started working on this board game just recently, about a month ago, and currently it is in the initial stages where we are collecting statistical data and interviewing people, and this is how we're going to go on about it, and we plan to finish it within.
When I came to Seamedu, I found the ambience very pleasing, and my foresight gave me a clear picture that yes, this institute would give me or make me achieve my dream. Since when I made a survey of the institute, I found that the syllabus or what I was going to learn was much more than what the other institutes were offering me.
I was looking for an animation institute to pursue it as a hobby part-time, and I went to a couple of places and I liked this the most. I have completed my diploma in 3D animation. I've been in that program from July 2009. I have now continued with a specialization in lighting and rendering. After the completion of my course here, the specialization, I am looking to further hone my skills in lighting, which is why I am applying to Nomon School of Visual Effects in US, and the interview is over and hopefully things will work out.
जेव्हा आमचा कोर्स संपला, आमचा डिप्लोमा संपल्यानंतर सीमेडूमध्ये कॅम्पस इंटरव्ह्यू आले होते रोलरक्यूल गेम स्टुडिओचे. त्यामध्ये माझं एन्व्हायरमेंट आर्टिस्ट म्हणून माझं सिलेक्शन झालं, आणि मग मी सिलेक्शन झाल्यानंतर मग आता सध्या चित्रमध्ये 5 महिने मी एंट्रेस म्हणून होतो. त्यानंतर आता मी परमनंट तर मी एन्व्हायरमेंट आर्टिस्ट म्हणून जॉब करतो.
कोल्हापूरमध्ये सिमलेज एज्युकेशन अकॅडमीचं जे सेमिनार झालं, त्या सेमिनारला मी अटेंड केल्यानंतर मला समजून आलं की मला जे ॲडव्हान्स नॉलेज हवं आहे ॲनिमेशनबद्दल किंवा 3Dबद्दल, ते मला या इन्स्टिट्यूटमधूनच मिळू शकतं.
सीमेडूमध्ये आम्हाला खूप काही शिकायला मिळालं. 3D सोडून बाकीचे देखील नॉलेज भेटलं, जसं कटआउट, क्ले वगैरे बाकीचे. आणि सीमेडूमध्ये सॅटर्डे सेशन वगैरे व्हायचे, त्यामध्ये आम्हाला पर्सनॅलिटी वगैरे इम्प्रूव्हमेंट वगैरे झाली. बाकीची एक्स्ट्रा ॲक्टिव्हिटी होती, त्यामुळे आम्हाला थोडा कॉन्फिडन्स वाढत होता. खूप काही शिकायला मिळालं, आणि टीचिंग चांगलं असल्यामुळं आम्हाला जॉब करताना देखील काही प्रॉब्लेम होत नाही. म्हणजे काही अडचण आली तरी आम्हाला त्याचं सोल्युशन कसं ओळखायचं हे देखील आम्हाला माहिती.
सिमलेस एज्युकेशनमधून मला जे शिक्षण मिळालं त्यामुळं मला फार मोठा फायदा झाला की ॲक्च्युअल स्टुडिओ वर्क कसं असतं, त्यामध्ये आपलं वर्क कोणत्या पद्धतीनं किती चांगल्या पद्धतीनं करून दाखवता येईल, आणि स्टुडिओमध्ये स्टुडिओ एन्वायरमेंटमध्ये अपन किती चांगल्या रीतीने त्याला योगदान देऊ शकतो.
एक्चुअली कोल्हापुर में एक सीमेजू का सेमिनार हुआ था, तो वहाँ से मुझे पता चला कि पुणे में सीमेजू नाम की एक इंस्टीट्यूट है और वो एनिमेशन के बारे में सिखाती है. यहाँ आने के बाद हमें गेम डिज़ाइन के बारे में पता चलने के लिए हमें एक प्रोजेक्ट दिया गया बोर्ड गेम बनाने के लिए. तो वहाँ से हमें, जब हम यहाँ आए थे तो हमें गेम डिज़ाइनिंग के बारे में कुछ भी पता नहीं था. हम सब गेम फ्रीक गए थे, सब गेम खेलते थे, लेकिन गेम कैसे बनाते वो किसी को पता नहीं था. तो हमें वो बहुत हेल्पफुल रहा कि गेम डिज़ाइनिंग सीखने के लिए. बोर्ड गेम का जो प्रोजेक्ट था वो का कोर्स होने के बाद मैंने यहाँ टेक्सटाइल स्पेशलाइजेशन का कोर्स ज्वाइन किया, क्योंकि मैं सेटिस्फाइड था यहाँ के टीचिंग के बारे में और बहुत एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में, इसलिए मैंने स्पेशलाइजेशन का कोर्स ज्वाइन किया. और कोर्स ड्यूरेशन में मुझे इंटर्नशिप मिला रोलरक्यूल गेम्स में एज अ टेक्सटाइल आर्टिस्ट, और मैं अभी इंटर्नशिप कर रहा हूँ रोलरक्यूल गेम्स में.
Seamedu has tried to basically be connected to the industry. We have a tab as knowledge partners with Rollerkill Games, which has helped us push our programs. Rollerkill was established by people who have worked with EA, studied in Colombia, and worked on games like The Sims.
Rollerkill Games and Seamless Education Academy are knowledge partners in the truest sense of form. Our hiring based model gives the chance to the students to really
directly experience the games that they're going to make in the future. We are constantly testing and giving feedback to our interns and honing their skills which are needed for our games. At Rollicule Games, we always try to push the limits and constantly innovate every day. We think that, actually designing the prototype of the game is the simple and a powerful way of teaching and designing games both. Due to a constant innovation, the students of seamless education get directly benefited from it, and we will try to push our limits every day.
Our sister concern is Toolbox Studios with facilities in Pune and Bombay, and they are into animation and visual effects for the TV and film industry, and a lot of the know-how and a lot of knowledge that our students receive comes from the people working at Toolbox and at Rollicule Games. This is something that is the most important knowledge that student receives at Seamedu. This is something that we have consciously tried to cultivate. Apart from these two companies, we are engaged across the industry with multiple individuals and multiple companies at different levels. A lot of these people come, talk to our students, hold workshops, hold seminars, engage in activities that takes our students to their places. This ensures that our students can test their knowledge, they can see what's happening in the world, they can go out and realize that what they're learning at the school is the same that they will be implementing in their workplace, be it a studio, be it a TV station, be it a game company, or any other project that they will be working in the future.